it sounds like you had before the accident, a fairly good mental and emotional foundation to help through this process of recovery, of healing. And, I grew up in church, and so I get the concept of speaking things into existence, or, be careful with what you say.
Right.
What was it like for you? Because as you indicated before, you had to make the choice. You made the choice to drive that way. You made the choice to become a police officer. You took personal responsibility. You took extreme ownership for all the choices that led up to that day.
Yes.
And then you also took extreme ownership of the way you're going to choose to react. A lot of
Yes.
times we react out of our emotions, our fears, our anxieties, our pains,
Right.
which makes us emotionally stupid. So how, through all this, did you use emotional intelligence to not let that handicap you?
Well, I think just the solid understanding of, a lot of people are not going to agree with what I'm about to say, but, my family and I go to church, my kids go to private school, I'm a God-fearing man, and I don't look back at that young age and think that I was prepared for this or strong or courageous. I had actually been very lucky in life. 28 years old, I never even had a death in my family. Both of my parents were healthy and happily married. All four of my grandparents were alive and married. I mean, I really was the least prepared person for something of this magnitude. But while I believe very much in God, there are 7 billion people on this earth. And I just never allowed myself to say, you know what, I'm not going to question why, and I'm not going to get angry. And especially the why part, because that's a question so big, I'll never be able to answer it unless, I get an opportunity to ask someday. But for right now, all I can do is live the best life possible. But, I don't think God flies planes into buildings. I don't think he helps. You watch a football game, see those field goal kickers make the sign across, it drives me crazy. I'm like, dude, God, he didn't go to Vegas and drop, $100 on the money line. He doesn't care if you make or miss this field goal. That's how I see it. What God has blessed me with is the ability to choose to do, think, feel, and act however I want. I can absolutely do anything I want. I can lay down in the fetal position right now and cry my eyes out. I can go out and kill somebody if I want to. I mean, you can make literally any decision. You are not free from the consequences of those choices. Is a very simple fact. And there are only 2 things in this world that I want to feel every day, and that is peace and serenity. And when you have accountability for what happens to you in life, it brings peace and serenity, because all of us have a story. I mean, people see me and they think, this is obviously something very bad happened. But we all have scars on the inside. We've all gone through things. It's about life happening to us, and it just happens in different ways. And I would rather believe and choose to feel that I am who I am where I am 100% because of my own decisions, my own choices. It has nothing to do with the guy who hit me. It has nothing to do with what God allowed or didn't allow. It has to do with who I've chosen to be. And that's the person you see sitting